Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Keith Hollow from Alberta, Canada. We're all digital business owners. There's myself here this morning. There's Tammy. There's Nancy from Australia, and it's evening at her side of the world. It's 11 o'clock over there, and it's 7 a.m. for Tammy where she's at. We're all digital business owners, and today we're going to talk why surrounding yourself with the right people matters. And so I'll introduce myself a little bit. As I mentioned, I'm Keith Hollow from Alberta, Canada. I'm a father. I've got two sons, and the other thing that I never ever actually mention is we also have my son's girlfriend from Cuba that's come to live with us. She's been with us for a few years now, and I never actually mentioned that. She's kind of like my daughter, and I don't never mention that. And then, of course, we have our three dogs, and I think they're sleeping behind me again, or two of them are, anyways. And so I used to work in the oil and gas industry. I really enjoyed what I did for a living. I wanted to travel. And, yesterday I was kind of thinking about that quite a bit for whatever the reason, what I did in my younger life. And I wanted to travel, and that's what I did. And that's how I actually met my wife. She's Cuban. I met her while I was living and working in Cuba for over 20 plus years in the oil and gas industry. And uh, then I got here. We moved from Cuba to Canada in 2021, and I continued to work for the oil and gas company until 2023. And I saw that they were having problems with their client in Cuba, and ultimately I ended up losing my job. And I knew that that was going to happen, and I wasn't totally sad about it. And today, I've been running this online business for almost 2 years now. That's all I've been doing pretty much. And to be honest, with everybody, I haven't been putting enough effort and time and effort into it. Uh, as everybody, there's ebbs and flows to life, and we do what we do. But I continue. The one thing that I actually do, and maybe that relates to kind of what we're talking about today, is I've been doing lives, lots of them, for whatever the reason. I don't know. I enjoy doing them, and I enjoy talking to everybody that I talk to. And Tammy and Nancy, I'm getting to know them more and more. So I'll hand it off to you, Tammy. Go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
All right, thank you very much, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Tammy. I am a hairstylist living in the United States for the last 25 years with my husband and my two adult children who are going to college, and they are very expensive, and we have to figure out how to
Yeah.
come up with all the tuitions and expenses and all of that. So the reason I joined this online business was because of my health, and because I have to be in the salon physically to produce and to be able to make money. I had to find something on the side. So this was my reason to join this amazing online award. But today we are going to talk about this subject, that why we surround ourselves with the right-minded people, and good energy and positive people are very important in this business. So I ask Nancy to introduce herself, and then we talk about it more.
Awesome. Thank you, Keith, and thank you, Tammy, and thank you, anyone coming and joining and watching us, or watching this program or show later. So this is Nancy. Like Keith, I'd like to maybe talk about something that I haven't spoken about myself. Maybe my my past. So I'm from like, because I think feel like it's just kind of relates to tonight's subjects. So surrounding yourself with positive minded people. Like I grew up in large family, and average, oh, might I could say below average, growing up financially. So we just come from small town, small country, country town. Growing up in country town, it's really hard because everyone knows you. You guys, I'm not sure who you guys from country, and maybe not Tammy. I'm not sure about Keith, but people, you know everyone, and people know what you do, what your family does, in and out. There is no secret in the town. That's why if there is something happening, so we had some family issues, and I feel like whole town knew us. So we didn't have that in the town good opportunities because you weren't surrounded with positive-minded people. When we got out of that town, got out of that country, I feel like that when it was the growth for myself started. So I feel like if you position yourself with people are positive and like-minded yourself, you will grow. I think it's just you're there somewhere and people just pointing at you. There is no growth because you're just going down and down because you're hearing the negative things. So that's me, and that was my story around 25, 26 years ago. I'm mom to 3 kids now. That's not my story anymore. And my background is in education, but been doing this business. I think it's just been. I was just thinking. Last week was 2 years. I marked the 2 years being in this online business. So I'm just kind of loving it, the growth in this business and meeting lots of people around the world. I think was just one of the best highlights in this business for me. And like being here with Keith and Tammy, kind of I never ever, if it wasn't this business, I would have met you guys. And you never know, one day close up, we could see each other in a meeting, in a conference or something. But yeah, I think just loving it, and I would extremely advise this business to anyone's watching. Just come and try it yourself, guys. See it and watch to see what benefits this business will give to you.
Yeah. So what Nancy was talking about, small towns and people knowing each other. I did grow up in a small town. I grew up on a farm here in a little bit of northern Alberta. And for myself, and I've told you this before, I'm child number 11 of 13. So my dad had bought a van when we were kids, and everybody kind of knew our family in the small town. And so anytime any one of us screwed up, everybody kind of knew about it. Those damn Hollow kids again. But this subject of surrounding the right people, that's one thing about this business that we're in. There are so many great people here. And as you mentioned, Nancy, we would have never met each other if we weren't doing this business. And, now we're supporting each other by coming on and doing this live every Thursday morning. And before we come on, of course, we always talk for a few minutes about where we're at or what we're doing. And then after we're done, we talk a little bit about what we're doing and kind of help each other out a little bit to try and advance ourselves within our business, and that's the support that we all really need. How often is it that you get into a business where we're all individual business owners, but we all want each other to succeed, and we have absolutely nothing to do with each other? Maybe you and Tammy do. Do you and Nancy don't have no financial
relationship? No, we don't.
So that's, and that's the great part about this. And nobody wants to be around negative people, I don't think, or not intentionally. I know I don't want to be around negative people. I live with my wife. Sometimes she's kind of gets mad at me, right? And she's a little bit negative.
You're so funny.
I'm just joking. She's pretty great. What's up with me? But yeah, it's such a great place to have all of these people and the support within this community. It really is. And so I don't know if you don't surround yourself with people, and especially in this business, if you think that you're going to succeed in this business without the support or interaction of other people, can it be done? Absolutely. Sure, it can be. But I'll tell you what, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a heck of a lot harder to grow your business, because there's so much to learn. That, before I started this business, I never did social media, and I'm still learning. There's so much to learn. I had a bit of a compliment from a lady the other day. She said that I was a tech genius, which I'm not. But what I do is I spend the time to figure out whatever it is that the problem of the day is, and I spend the time doing it. And I have the good part for me is I have the luxury of the time to do this, because this is all that I'm doing. So if I spend all day trying to figure out just one thing, and I get that one thing figured out, then I can pass it off to other people. And so, so that's for me is a plus. And one of the things that I have had to do in the past is to kind of limit the amount of time that I'm actually spending with other people, because at the start I was burning out spending my time trying to help a lot of people. And actually that was something that was in one of the daily drop-ins that I was in yesterday, actually, where that's exactly what they were talking about. Yes, people want to help, but you also have to spend time helping yourself. So do either of you have any input on this subject by any chance?
Yeah, I was gonna say that the power is in your circle. Usually, the people we spend the most of time influences our thoughts, our habits, our decisions. If we surround ourselves with motivated people, supportive people, ambitious, they can naturally push ourselves to grow. But if we constantly around ourselves with negative people, doubtful people, or discouragement people, they hold us back. So it is very important to select what we talk to or to connect with, because energy is contagious. If we are in
Absolutely.
the right, if we are in the right environment, uh, we can grow, we can start thinking bigger, believing in ourselves, and taking actions toward our goals. So what we have in our surrounding, it is very important. So make sure you um, choose people wisely.
Absolutely, I agree.
That's right. That's right. I continue to Tammy's work and talk, and I think what Tammy is saying, having if you surround yourself with positive people, I think that they keep you accountable, keep each other accountable for what you do. My daughter and myself were talking about the other day. She said, "Oh, I want to do this exercise or whatever it was," and then I told her I want to do something else. I says, "Mom, I'm gonna keep you accountable. I'm gonna hold you accountable every day. I'm gonna check in with you, see if you're following following that, and even kind of things from far away. She's not there, or she's at her classes, texting my mom, "Did you do this one? You wanted to do this? Make sure you do it." So vice versa, just making sure it's anyone, just kind of you have that those people are surrounding you, so you get kind of that something little I'm talking about. But then in business, we're talking about. We've got, for example, Tammy, and I've got if you've got any issues, just message Tammy. Tammy, I've got this issue, and then we keep each other kind of pushing. So like any this business, just like any other work, it's not easy. You need to work for it. You need to kind of have that things every day, little bit do it every day, even if you take a small step. But some days it's hard because you got to do, we all do other jobs. You've got family, and we're settling in like Keith, in the country that your own country is settling in still. And but then we come home, and then at night I'm still, it's 11:15. I'm wearing my uniform, and I'm still like, just kind of so tired I couldn't bother to take. I just want to after this go take it up and get shower and sleep. But what I'm saying, we all are busy, but I've got someone the other side of the world. When I'm tired, I've just messaged Tammy, we lift each other up, says you can do it, just go ahead, one more day, like, so it just kind of, I think, having people to not even related financially to each other, but supporting you, giving ideas in this business. I feel like 100% of people in this business are positive, because when you come and join online business, you have to have something in there shining in there. When you come, it becomes brighter. I'm going to answer one of someone's questions, left a comment here. Sam, I think he's been watching us from beginning. He asked that, he's saying that so far he's just he needs a job to make him busy and make some money for his family, to make them comfortable. I think I just want to answer that, Sam. If you're looking for a job to make like weekly or monthly or some certain amount of money coming, this is business. So it's a bit wider than daily jobs that we do. I got my daily job, and Tammy's got her business she's doing. But my daily job, I get paid fortnightly. So that fortnight, if I'm sick, I have to use annual leave or whatever. But this is business. When you come and join it, yes, we do have trainings. Yes, we do have all the platforms, all the setup of mentors, coach, helping you to grow, but you need to spend some time, some money to grow your business. When that's done, yes, you can grow further in the business and make money even more than what you expect from the daily job that we do, 1,000 per week, 2,000 per week. This is beyond that. It goes way beyond that. I think we can even, when you come inside and join and have a look, try it a bit, you will notice that makes a big difference for your life. That's my answer. So back to our topic, surrounding ourselves with positive minds. You want to add something else, Keith?
Yeah, well, this is a type of job, but it does take, just so everybody knows, it is definitely work. It does take time, and maybe what I should, we've been on here for 15 minutes here now. Maybe I can close with this. I was talking with a lady. I'm in another Facebook group, and she's here in Canada in another province close to me, and I met her a few months ago. She sent me a message in this Facebook group, and we've been talking, and it has absolutely nothing to do with this online business, nothing to do with it. And so every once in a while we chat back and forth, and I quite like her. She's personable, and we talk, and I mentioned to her that I was in this online business. So last night we actually got to chatting specifically about this. And as you were saying, Nancy, it is an investment. It is a job, but it's not a paid per hour job. You have to grow your business, and some people are very fortunate. And I've said this in the past, that some people have the luck of just starting the business, and 6 months later they're making tons of money, and it does happen for a very few people, and they have that luck, or whatever you want to call it. Myself, I don't have that. I'm having to work for this. And as I was telling that lady yesterday, maybe one of the mistakes that I've made is I haven't been advertising here since last summer already. And I'm looking at the calendar, and I'm like, my God, maybe I've made a mistake in not following up with what I'm doing. I had another plan, and the other plan that I was doing doesn't seem to be doing what I want it to do. My goal is still this online business. Trust me, there's nothing else like it out there. And I'll tell you what, if I can't make this online business work for me, then I'm probably not going to be able to make any other online business work for myself. So, anyways, I was telling her, and I just told her, it doesn't cost anything to look at this, and it's $140. And she asked me, so is that a one-time fee? And yes, it's a one-time fee, and it is fully refundable. So, if you're interested in taking a look at this tonight, we're even having there's a free webinar tonight. That doesn't cost you $149. That's totally free. Take a look at it. And then if you want to know more about the business, then it does cost you $149. And this is where a lot of people get stuck at, because as soon as they see, oh, you want $149 from us, it's a scam, and we don't want nothing to do with you. Well, if you're not going to pay $149, you're not going to have a business, because $149 doesn't get you anything anymore. It's really nothing in the whole scheme of things. So if you're interested in this, there's a free webinar, and all of us have done the free webinar. All of us have paid the $149, and all of us have started our business and spent some money to get the initial setup of it. But that's another thing in itself. And trust me, I understand that some people just don't have the money to start a business. I get that, but there are ways to do it without having some money to start. And that's another thing that I need to be honest about, is because the startup of this business isn't that much money in the whole scheme of things either, but I understand for some people, maybe $15,000 or $20,000 is a lot of money, and it is, and it can be. But when you look at starting up, maybe, I don't know, a McDonald's franchise, for an example, I don't even know what it costs now, but I'm sure it's well over $1 million or $2 million just to get the name, not to even open up the doors to a structure. So I mean, and I know in the business that I was in before, in the oil and gas industry, it was nothing for us to purchase maybe $200,000 or $300,000 worth of parts for our business at one time. That was nothing. And so to start up this business, to me, when I first saw it, I'm like, yeah, get me in here, because really, even if I don't succeed with this, I'm not really out that much money. Yeah, I'm out a little bit, but no, I'm just a true believer of this business. So, anyways, the 149 is there. That's what it costs you to look at this a little bit further and investigate it. And any one of us here, myself or Tammy or Nancy, reach out to any one of us. We'll definitely help you get going and pointed in the right direction. So, if there's any other, you guys got any other closing bits or pieces you want to talk
I
about?
just wanted to make sure that this business is growing rapidly. It's growing so fast that the founders of our business have been known as the most influencers of the year for 2025. If people are looking to join online businesses, also choose wisely what business you are putting yourself into, because not all the online businesses are good, but we are talking about the best in the whole world, as we are talking about. So, and I also wanted to say that how to find your right people, how to find your right tribe. Usually you can join the communities that aligns with your goal, or engage with people who are successful, individuals who inspires you, and distance from obviously negative people and doubtful people. And if you can't find any of these people, be that person. Be the person you want to attract and bring value to others. So just be that person.
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely. That was, speaking about finding their tribe, I came on a live with you guys one time. I think it was last summer, something like that. And then I think maybe Tammy put another message out in our groups and needed somebody else. And I came back and said, yeah, come on. And she said, no, you can't. You're already on with us. now we're working together. And I keep saying the same thing to everybody that I talk to. I love my Thursday morning meetings with you two. I always love this. I look forward to this every week.
Yeah, same here. Thank you very much, Keith.
So sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to get more information, please get in touch. Send us your name and email. We will send you our complimentary webinar. Thank you so much again, and have a good night and have a good day, you guys there.
Thank you very much,
Okay,
everyone.
everybody.
Good day.
Thank
Good
you.
night. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.